Ich bin's wieder, Jahren, hier mit meinem Let's Play von Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor Path. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir erfolgreich gegen dieses Milchgesicht Schach gespielt. Frank Sowett. Der Mörder vom ersten Fall im ersten Game. Es war aber auch irgendwie zu erwarten, dass man auch im Gefängnis ein bekanntes Gesicht wieder sieht. Aber ausgerechnet der... Come on! Was hast du zu sagen, Arschkopf?
I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom and went up to the door. I peeked in through the small window on the door. Then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead! I quelled in fright and found myself letting out a scream.
If I may confirm one thing. You were in the room, right next to the one where the dead body was found.
Within the prison. We call it Workroom B.
And you were in the whole time of the day of the murder?
Yes, after the 7 a.m. roll call, I remained inside the whole time. In this prison, we have roll call 3 times a day. At 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m.
And they check the workrooms during those times too?
Exactly.
I see, so during the 7 a.m. roll call, there was nothing amiss. And Knightley's body was not in the workroom yet. Okay, dann danke. So it sounds like the murder occurred after 7 a.m., huh?
And that's right when the animal show started!
Correct. The other prisoners went to see the animal show.
Meaning anyone who did not see the show does not have an alibi. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Sowett?
Yes, that is certainly true. However, I merely discovered the body.
His testimony has a clear contradiction. I should press him about that first. Okay, Entkräftung! When I found the body. Naja, beziehungsweise, was haben wir denn so alles erstmal? Nee, what was the workroom? Some chance? Ich wollte... No. What the agent, so I went up to the door. Ups. Wie kam meine Maus bitte schön auf diese Seite? What the fuck? And through the door, small window. Moment. Was haben wir denn so? Das hilft nicht, das hilft auch nicht. Einmal ein bisschen durchlesen. Ah. Fress das. Ein Arschkopf, wie auch zuvor. Mr. Sowett, please stop telling such feeble lies. You don't seem to understand your position.
My position? I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took up the pet groomer training.
Ich dachte schon, er wollte sagen, I took an arrow to the knee. What about that bracelet on your wrist? It proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. And as long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have sounded the alarm.
Oh, that is...
Peeking into the adjacent room is impossible, when you couldn't even leave the one who were in.
Ah!
Woo-wee! Nice one, Miles. That was a real humdinger.
But does that mean Mr. Solid didn't see the body?
I'm not sure. Perhaps we should let the man himself explain it to us.
You see, that is, well... Forgive me, it appears my previous explanation was lacking. I should clearly explain how I was able to see the body.
Very well. Let us hear your revised testimony. Und ist hartnäckig wie eh und je. Schmeißt du uns jetzt auch noch die Perücke an den Kopf? Bitte, bitte. Obwohl, nein, nicht bitte, bitte. Nein!
There's a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. The moment I realized that the man outside was dead, I let out a scream.
So that means... He kept his arm inside workroom B while he peeked into the adjacent room. I'd appreciate
it if you didn't mention this to anyone, especially the guards. Okay?
Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? I should try asking him for more details about a few other things as well. Entkräftung! When I found it, part 2. Ja. Interessant. Dass man einfach die Hand hier da behält. Ja, er hat wohl einfach dann die Hand einfach mal da gelassen und so einfach mal so den Hals gestreckt oder was? Ist er eine Giraffe? Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous?
I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd for me, as there should not have been anyone inside.
So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise?
Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could.
I see. Is there a problem with that statement? Ja, ich sag ja. Es geht immer ja. So you looked into the adjacent room immediately after you heard the noise. If that was true, then you should have seen more than just a dead body. You should have seen the person who had made the noise.
That is, well...
He looks really shaken.
Mr. Solid, answer me. What did you really see? If you intend to remain silent, I will have no choice but to assume that you are complicit to the murder.
Oh, please forgive me. It's just that I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. It may have been just a dream. I hesitate to even recall it.
Tell me what happened.
Very well. I will be frank with you. I saw a dog.
Was? Hat einen Hund gesehen?
It was a nightmarish scene. A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim.
Also hat der Hund ihn tatsächlich totgebissen, oder was? Alter! What did you say?
It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed him.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. That's some grade A trauma right there.
I was chilled to my very core and let out a shriek.
A man-eating dog inside this zoo of a prison. Und wir packen einen imaginären Hund einfach mal in unser Ding. In unseren Organizers. Schön! Ja, dieser Hund. Den haben wir auch im Intro gesehen. Ich bin sowieso kein Hundefan. Ich mag mehr Katzen.
That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now?
Yes, I do. I doubt one would be able to lie about something like that. Would you add that to your testimony?
Certainly. The moment I realized that the man outside was dead.
Ja, das hatten wir schon.
And to my horror, there was a black dog biting his neck.
Oh, Gott. Diese Vorstellung. A black dog was biting the victim's neck.
Yes, blood came pouring out, and as a result, the dog's mouth became stained with it.
Stop. You don't need to get that detailed. At that time, was the victim...
Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you ask him that?
Kay, why'd you hit Uncle Ray?
The man did not even flinch.
He must have been dead already.
But the blood continued to gush from his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch.
Okay, an dieser Stelle.
Ab wie vielen Jahren ist dieses Spiel nochmal?
Way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose?
Certainly not. I'm just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, shall I add that statement to my testimony?
If you would.
It was terrifying. A truly terrifying sight. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. The ring with the snowflake insignia glimmered with no purpose but to catch my eye.
Hä, wieso bringt er das jetzt auf? Ich meine... Moment. Er hätte das gar nicht sehen können! A ring with a snowflake insignia?
Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface.
I see. Your testimony is very accurate, but it's a little too accurate if you ask me.
And what's wrong with being accurate?
You state that you saw a ring with a snowflake insignia engraved into it. And it is true that the victim was wearing such a ring.
See? Was I not correct?
That is not the issue I have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. As you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring. Unless you had approached the body and lifted up the sheet for yourself. You said you only looked into the workroom through the door. And yet you gave such a detailed account of what you saw.
What do you think you are? Acting all highly mighty. I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. Oh, the victim must have been moved his arm after I saw it.
Bist du blöd? I don't think so. You said as much earlier.
The man did not even flinch.
He must have been all dead already. The victim was already dead. How would he have been able to move his arm? This guy's looking pretty suspicious now, yeah? Frank saw it. What are you hiding, you scoundrel?
Oh, no, I ain't. I'm not. That is... You're wrong. I know what I saw.
Verdammt, er hat die Perücke wieder nach Hause geschmissen! Ah!
Shut up already! Stop making a fuss about every little thing I say! You're just a defense attorney's assistant!
He has finally shown his true self. Oh, I guess the cat's out of the bag. A black hairy one at that. Just went flying.
I'm just your friendly neighborhood witness.
Are you really just a witness? I would say that you are rather suspicious.
What was that?
You saw something that could not have been seen from the outside of the room. How is that possible? The logic behind it is simple. Mr. Saw It, this is where you saw the body from. Ja, dann müsste hier gewesen sein. Im Tatort. When you discovered the body, you went inside the room where it laid. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility.
Even if you say that, you ain't got no evidence, do ya? Where's the evidence that shows that I was in that room? I was grooming pets at that time. And the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves I was in the room where the body was found.
Hat gerade gesagt, was ich gerade denke? Mr. Saw It, what were you doing when the body was discovered?
Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer.
I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove?
That...
This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, I noticed that you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your front pocket.
No, this is something else.
Looks like you're missing one of your gloves.
You can't find gloves like these anywhere in the prison. Your evidence proves nothing.
Perhaps we should hand this glove over to the police for fingerprints. I'm certain they will find some interesting results. Also dieser Effekt gerade war doch jetzt ein bisschen gruselig. Come on. It's over.
Objection.
What the... Pretty cool, right? My objection voice. Mr. Shields, could you save the jokes for later? I'm not joking, because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. That guy's a prisoner, you know? He's got the bracelet and all. Stimmt, da hat er ja leider recht.
That's right! How did he get into the other workroom? The sensor would have set off the alarm, right?
He's right. That's the only thing we don't know yet. Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Could you pull us in? That's pretty weird. The bracelet should have been his last line of defense.
Defense?
That's right, Kay. It was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. He could have claimed that due to the bracelet, he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about it. Is there any reason why you didn't? The silent treatment, eh? Well, the judge yesterday did say that silence is golden.
Whoa! You really are a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields!
Defense attorney always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. That's what your old man told me. Defense attorney's creed. Yeah? So, what's the deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelet? Verdammt, Ray ist gut!
Wo hat er seine Perücke jetzt wieder her? The truth is, it's broken.
Broken?
Some time ago I took a spill and the bracelet hit the floor with a loud bang. Ever since then it had not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me, it was so convenient. I didn't want to report it.
I see. So the bracelet was broken. But did it really break so easily? If that is true, then there's a problem with the prison's security. Na gut, dann hätten wir das schon mal. You, over there, now I have a moment.
Da ist er schon wieder mit der Katze!
Here, kitty kitty! You're such a cute little guy.
Oh, das ist der Typ. You're such a cute little guy. Yes, you are. Meow. Excuse me. Yes, what can I do for Meow? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good at all. I'll contact the person in charge and have it replaced immediately. Thank you. I'll be holding onto the broken bracelet for the time being. Okay. Gut, dann wenn das der Fall ist, dann ist dieser Widerspruch auch geklärt. Yes, sir. Please take care of it. Katze. Now that the bracelet's been taken care of, shall we move on to arresting you for murder?
What? Perish the thought! I didn't kill anyone!
But your bracelet was broken, right? Doesn't that mean you could have gone anywhere you wanted during the animal show?
But all I did was find the body, honest! And it is true that I saw the dog biting his neck. However, I entered the workroom after the dog had left.
What did you do that?
Well, it was just... I was curious if he had anything of value on him.
So he was planning to loot the corpse. That's why he remembers Knightley's ring so well.
Why are you looking at me, Mr. Edgeworth? I am a great thief. Please don't put me on the same level as him.
But I didn't take a thing. The animal show had ended and the other prisoners were making their way back down here. I hurried back to my workroom and let out a scream to deceive the others.
And that's when you dropped your rubber glove. Alles klar, dann wäre das auch schon mal geklärt. I guess his story holds up. What do you think, Miles? Whether he is the murderer or not, one big question remains. How did Knightley get all the way from his holding cell to the prison? You're right about that, it's a real stumper. And there's something Mr. Sorwet said in his testimony that I'm very concerned about. If that dog had any part in the murder... Mr. Sorwet.
Yes, what is it?
Were there any other prisoners who didn't see the animal show?
Yes, there's only one other that I know of.
And this prisoner wouldn't have been able to see the show even if he wanted to, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Why do you ask?
Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog. That fiendish criminal. I never expected him to be held here in this prison. Where's his cell?
Do you intend to meet him?
Him? Who's him?
He's a very special man. He receives very special treatment and... Oh, forgive me, I need to watch what I say about him. However, if you value your lives, I would advise you to stay away from him.
Hey, cut it out already! You give me the creeps!
A puppet master in the shadows, huh? Yeah, I still value my life.
He's being held in a special cell. Over there, in that direction.
Okay.
Da ist wieder eine Katze.
The special cell. It certainly seems like he receives special treatment. Okay. Ich krieg langsam Angst.
Well, so just who is this him anyway?
To protect my own life, all I can tell you is that he is the oldest prisoner here. My deepest apologies, but I can't say any more. He's truly terrifying.
Care to fill me in? It feels like you're leaving Uncle Ray behind here. He's someone I knew in the past. Let's head for the special cell. I believe that Black Dog should be there as well. Okay. Oh God. Oh Gott, ich krieg echt Angst von dem, was jetzt kommt. Na gut. Auf geht's. Wer ist das? So viel mache ich noch. Ich will wissen, wer das ist. Komm. 28. März, 12:41 Uhr, Prison Special Cell.
Hey, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing at all.
Aren't you always talking about how the Yatagarasu is able to flap even in the darkest thing?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's light. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
But still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm just a human.
Oh, da ist der Hund. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume.
Mama!
That voice. It can only be. It has been far too long. So you still remember me? It would be impossible to forget. Because it was you who did what none could do. And placed me here in this cell.
Don't tell me that the dog is talking to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is there someone else there? I can't see anything, though. Down, boy. It is rude to frighten the visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate this dark room. Gott, wer bist du denn? Eierkopf! Das ist ein Eierkopf, guck doch mal! Such noisy visitors. The voices of footsteps. 2 more in the back. But it would be rude not to introduce myself. I am called Siran Dogen. Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Steht da auf seiner Plakette echt Boss? This man is a former assassin. The blind assassin, Siran Dogen. His weapons are sharp knives and a ferocious dog. His appearance is always accompanied by the sound of a bell. It is said that the ringing of this bell in the darkness is the last sound his victims hear. Jetzt, wo mir das auffällt. Der Kerl ist echt blind. Ich sehe keine Pupillen und keine Iris. Alter, der Kerl ist gruselig. Und dann noch dieser Hund. Das ist dann schlichtweg ein Blindenhund. Das würde auch diese eine Ausrüstung erklären, die mir schon aufgefallen ist, wo ich den gesehen habe. Oh Gott. Ein blinder Killer. Mit seinem Hund. Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edgeworth? That will not be necessary. You are already well aware of why we're here. It seems we all know each other quite well. Oh Gott. Und da ist der Hund wieder. An Seite seines Herrchens. Also der Kerl. Oh, das wird nochmal witzig mit ihm. Belassen wir es erstmal dabei. Und beenden den Part. Und schauen beim nächsten Mal, was er zu sagen hat. Bitte töte mich nicht. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen. Das war's von meiner Seite. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil.